This is Middle-earth, a Minecraft mod that brings Lord of the Rings to life in the greatest ways possible. Once you craft your Starlight file, you can jump into Middle-earth and choose who you'd like to play as. Do you want to be a man of Gondor, or would you rather be a dwarf of Erebor? Or switch things up and be a goblin from the Misty Mountains, or even an orc from Mordor? Choose wisely though, because each race has its own buffs and nerfs, like size, speed, and attack damage. Unless you choose to be a human, then you're just plain and boring. Well, in today's video, we're going to be jumping into Middle-earth, playing as the dwarves of Erebor, because, you know, I'm weird and short like most fantasy dwarves. Let's get into the video. So before we go ahead and step into Middle-earth, we have to do a couple things first. First and foremost, we need to make ourselves a file. In order to make a file, you just need a crafting table, and you just need 1 iron nugget and 3 glass blocks to make this. And then once you have the file crafted, then you'll be able to fill it up with water, add some glowstone dust, and then you'll be able to get this file, the Starlight file. And then once you click on it, that's when you're able to get into the nitty-gritty of this mod. And let me tell you guys, I am so freaking excited for this. Okay, so obviously, my online persona kind of symbolizes the fantasy dwarven theme, so obviously we got to go with that. There's a total of 4 or 5 different good factions. There would be the humans in Gondor, the humans of Rohan, the men of Dale, the Longbeards, and Lothlorien. And you also have the Shire as well. So we have those 6 to really choose from, but obviously we got to go with the Longbeards. Now I do want to have you guys look at this, because holy crap, this is so freaking cool. So once we choose the Longbeards, we can actually choose where we want ourselves to spawn. So we can choose to spawn at Ravenhill, or we can choose to spawn in the Iron Hills or the Iron Hills Spring. But I'm going to spawn in Ravenhill because I really want to check that out. Also, there are attributes that we do get for each race as well. That's for the dwarves. Obviously, the mining efficiency is got a buff. The max health and the scale for how tall we are is also determined with this mod as well. And yeah, just a little bit slower, and the interaction range is decreased slightly as well. But let's go ahead and get into this. And there we go. We got the advancement, long expected journey, entering Middle-earth. So we are sitting at the foothills of Erebor. And let me tell you guys, this is so freaking cool. Unfortunately, there aren't any major structures yet. I'm really hoping that in the future, because of how massive this world is, let's go ahead and just take a look really quick. So the only thing I gave myself to spawn in was this Middle-earth map, and that's just so I can see where the heck I am going. So if we go ahead and take a look at the map here, just so you guys can get a scale of how massive this world is, starting all the way up in the Wastes of Fordwaith at Z484, going all the way down to the Harad Desert, that's 484 to 94,000. This world is absolutely massive, and I cannot wait to really get into the nitty-gritty of exploring this world and everything it has to offer. And as you can even see right here, we are shorter. It's real life me, right? All right, enough dilly-dallying. I want to go ahead and get started. So with this mod, there's obviously a ton of new blocks that we can work with here for building, crafting tools, weapons, all that kind of stuff. This is one of the trees here, fir logs. Okay, all right, I'm excited for this. I am very excited for this. Guys, can you tell that I'm excited for this? Oh man, as much of a nerd as I am when it comes to Lord of the Rings, I cannot hold back my excitement whenever I see something new that is Lord of the Rings related. So as soon as I found this mod pack, I thought to myself, I immediately need to do a series on this. So one of the goals that I want to do with this series is making a base in the style of each faction. So this could take a very long time, so if this is something you guys are interested in checking out, please make sure to hit that like button, because I I can tell you right now, this is probably going to be my favorite series I'm going to do on this channel. Oh, we even get the first saplings too. That's awesome. I wonder if these could potentially grow like the spruce trees and put them 4x4 and grow up. I don't know. I do not know. I'm gonna say no though. Maybe we're gonna have to do some experimenting with this. So obviously we're just gonna go ahead, do all the beginning stuff that we normally need to do for Minecraft. Okay, so first and foremost, I think, wait a second. Is that one of the longbeards? I think that's one of the longbeards. There's actually a couple of them up here. So what I really, really like about this mod as well is that it adds in actual dwarves and elves and hobbits and all that kind of stuff. It's absolutely amazing. I think these guys are just regular soldiers though. This guy's holding a scythe. That's really cool, actually. Ooh, scythe weapon could be really neat. Unfortunately, you can't interact with any of these guys just yet. I'm hoping that they will start adding in some interaction type things in the future. But I did notice this here. I have no idea what this is. Green tuff. So obviously with, you know, it being Middle Earth and adding in a whole bunch of different custom biomes and all that kind of stuff, we're obviously going to be getting a ton of these really cool custom blocks as well. I'm already hearing spiders. I'm really excited to see what we're going to be capable of building when it comes to all these new blocks. I want to see what this is all about though. I'm hearing some spiders. Maybe it's a spawner. Maybe it's a cave. Ooh, the caves. I didn't even think about the caves. Those are cave spiders. I need to be very careful. I am able to mine it. What is this? Gilded green tuff? Oh, that's cool. Dirt slabs. Oh, guys, this is hands down my favorite mod of all time. Dirt slabs. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to do some actual building in this mod. Oh, I'm so excited. How do you do, fellow dwarf? So it is already starting to get nighttime here too. So that's obviously it's not good because, you know, we're still gonna have to deal with like some enemies and whatnot. But I wonder if orcs spawn or if we're still going to get the usual Minecraft mobs as well. I don't know. I didn't do that much research into this mod, if I'm being 100% honest. I just saw it and thought to myself, I need to just experience this all firsthand. But it is getting nighttime. I don't have enough wool to make a bed, so we're probably just gonna have to brave through the night for now and hope that we don't end up dying or getting lost. Oh wait, are we in Dale now? Oh wow, I kind of forgot how close Dale really is. Yeah, I just didn't think about that. Interesting. So it looks like we have a couple men of Dale over here. You guys aren't gonna get aggressive towards me, right? Right? No? Are we good? I think we're good. Cool. I also noticed this off in the distance here. I definitely want to check that out. Goats. And of course it has to start raining. Guys, there's variated goats. Oh, now we're actually at Erebor, huh? Now I'm a little confused. Look at this little guy. Oh, you're so stinking cute. Oh, guys, I'm like fangirling over here. This is absolutely crazy. So there are structures that do spawn throughout the world. They're just not, you're not going to get the major ones like the actual Kingdom of Erebor, the City of Dale, Minas Tirith, and all that kind of stuff. You're going to get these kinds of structures spread throughout the area. And is this a brazier? That's so freaking cool. There's stuff in here. Fabric, furs, nets? What the heck? This is so much more in depth than I could have possibly imagined. All right, we need to see if there's a bed in here. There might be, maybe not. I don't know. A straw. Oh, wow, guys. All right, we'll continue to do some exploring in the morning. Copper coins. Currency. Oh my gosh. Lettuce, onions, whole fish stew. This is absolutely crazy, guys. I'm just gonna take some of this food here. All right, so I'm thinking we're gonna stick pretty close to Erebor here, and we're just gonna make like some sort of outpost camp to start out, and then as we progress through the series, we'll, you know, add on expansions, you know, make an actual dwarven kingdom perhaps, dig it into the side of the mountain or something. That would be really cool to do as well. But yeah, we're just going to, I need to get some resources. We definitely need resources for sure. Iron. Do diamonds still even spawn? This is all great questions that I'm just now thinking of that I didn't really think to consider before. I'm not gonna lie, I feel very overwhelmed right now with how much is going on. There's so much to explore. I want to explore everything, but at the same time, I know that we need to just kind of focus up and do what we need to do to get ourselves in a good situation here. So this is a pretty flat area, not a whole lot going on here. I think right at the base of the mountain here is going to be a very good spot for us to kind of make a base. So we need to chop down some trees. We need to get ourselves a structure going. We just need to get ourselves in a good spot here. This is black pine. Ooh. Ooh. I really like this color. I think this black pine is going to be one of my favorites to use. I'm not going to use I don't think I'm going to use fir, but the black pines, we are definitely going to use those. Oh, that's really freaking cool. Potatoes just growing out in the wild like this. There's so many neat little features about this mod that I just absolutely love. Oh, what the heck? What are you guys? Oh, you do so much damage. Oh my, what the heck? Are you goblins? Ow, ow. Well, that kind of sucked. Oh no, I need my stuff. Oh, we got coal from them? Oh, that's holy, interesting. Dirty bones, what? Okay. Well, I wasn't necessarily expecting that. Good to know, though. I think we need to get some armor going here pretty soon, if this is how things are going to go for us. Yeah, we're going to put base building plans on hold for now. Getting some proper armor to defend ourselves is going to be #1 priority. But once I get some of this food cooked up, we're going to head into the mountain here and see if there's any potential caverns or anything that we can find and get some resources from. Yeah, I'm thinking we're just going to start a little mine right off the side of the mountain here. Probably should grab the torches so I can actually see where the heck I'm going. All right, we got some copper sitting around here. What is this? Cobbled limestones. Okay, so we got some limestone. Ooh, that's a really nice texture. I have no idea what to really expect from these caves. I'm not seeing too much iron or anything like that. Finally found something else other than copper and gilded green tuff. Got some coal here. We can find some iron though. That's what we really need at this point in time, is iron. Well, that was the last of that pickaxe, and we've pretty much gone through 2 1/4 pickaxes and haven't found a single bit of iron yet. And we really haven't even found many large caves either. So I'm a little worried if the cave generation is slightly different compared to normal Minecraft's cave generations. Obviously we have some of these like caverns, smaller, but yeah, no iron. That's kind of disappointing. Finally getting into some deep slate now. And it looks like we finally found our first proper cave. There's some lapis down here. Our first proper cave system. That's wonderful, actually. Just going to put a torch there to remember where we're at. What is... We're still not able to find any... Oh gosh. So it looks like we might just be dealing with the goblins and whatnot instead of actual like zombies and skeletons. That's another really neat thing that I like. I really like that. Getting shot at. Dudes are on me. Holy sh... Nikes. Okay, so obviously, goblins don't like us being down here. Who would have guessed? Oh, what are you? You look a little bit tougher than the other things that I've come across so far. We get a skeleton skull. Ash. Still no iron, though, which is really surprising. Bob and weave. Oh, there's some iron. Out. Bob and weave, bob and weave. Oh! Oh! A crude nugget? What does the crude nugget get us? I don't know, but I am very much hurting right now. Wait, is this iron? Fool's iron, raw tin. Oh my. No wonder. I really thought to myself that we were gonna find ourselves some iron, but maybe we can't? I really should have done a little more research into this mod. We're definitely getting to some of the deeper parts of the caves now, which is nice. Is this what, finally some iron? I don't know if I'm gonna be able to pick this up. I don't think I am. Nope. Okay, well, what are we supposed to do? How are we supposed to get iron? Because that definitely looks like iron to me. I don't know what this crude nugget does. I think we just need to head back up to the surface and see what we can do with this tin. Gosh, the caves are calling to me. I really want to keep exploring them, but I know I shouldn't. I need to get out of here in one piece. What are those? Are those like glowworm? Alright, I need to stop getting distracted. We need to get out of here. Back at camp, safe and sound. What does this crude nugget do? Let's see what this says. I guess we probably should have tried smelting it. See what this gives us. Because if it gives us an ingot or if it gives us a nugget, I don't really know. There's only one way to really find out. Okay, so it gives us an ingot. So now that we have the tin ingot, what can we make with it? Are we able to make tin tools? No. No, we are not. Okay. Well, it was at least worth a shot. So one thing I did do, and I'm just now remembering that I did this, I added in the mini-map and the world map just so I could kind of keep track of where I've explored so far. So right now, this is kind of like the Lonely Mountain here, obviously. And this will help us with potentially even finding other structures, anything of the sorts, maybe even some caves or caverns, whatever we could possibly find. So I did add that in as one of like the side mods that aren't included with this mod. You guys let me know, is this considered cheating, or do you really even care that much? Let me know in the comments below. So one of the things that I did notice when I was kind of skimming through all the features of this mod pack too was that you're able to make bronze tools as well. I'm thinking we might need to make some bronze in order for us to mine up any iron or anything like that. We'll see. I'm not 100% certain, not completely sold on it, on that theory. But I mean, hey, it's still at least worth a shot to try out. But there's a lot more to this cave that I would really like to try and explore and see what we're potentially able to find. Goblins, out. Oh, there's a spear guy. There's a... Oh, no. Oh, no. This is not good. This is very not good. This is not good. Ah, gosh, darn it. I'm starting to think I might need to explore Dale to potentially find either some armor, weapons, tools, whatever I can get my hands on. Because the caves right now, they're not really exactly going in my favor. Oh, really? Oh, really? Really now? And there's a cave spider. That's fantastic. I need to get... no. I need to eat the maggoty bread. Son of a gun! They're still there. They are surrounding me! Yeah. You know what? It's not even worth it. We're not even going to worry about that right now. I think I'm just going to spend some time doing some world exploration. Maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to find ourselves some materials that we'll need throughout the world. Because right now, this is not going to plan at all. I also just want to preface too that I am playing on hard mode, so these enemies very well could be hitting me a lot harder than I am kind of anticipating when I had originally set this up to be playing it on hard mode. So if you're just going to be playing on normal or something like that, I'm sure the enemies might not be nearly as bad, but you guys know me, I love a challenge. So let's take a look at the map really quick, and I'm thinking we're just going to head south here. Yeah, we're just gonna head south, see if there's any structures that we could possibly find to give ourselves some more materials or something along those lines. Maybe even find some caverns, get some easy loot that way. Because right now we are not capable of surviving down in the caverns of Erebor. Oh, looks like there's a windmill or something over here. Let's check that out. What's in... Ooh. Lots of wheat, lots of bread. It is getting nighttime, so we'll see. Is there a bed in here? No, I probably shouldn't have expected there to be a bed. But more wheat, more bread, and more hay bales. We'll certainly take it. So it probably wouldn't have been a terrible idea to potentially have brought my bed with me, but I didn't think that far. All right, we're able to make ourselves a bed now. I'm just going to sleep through the rest of the night. See you in the morning. Oh, there's another windmill over here. I would much prefer to find like those towers here. I think these towers will be a lot more beneficial for us with getting the resources that we might need. So we're going to check this one out first. Dalish arming coat brown fur. So this is actually some armor for us. That'll be really nice. You know what? I will take the fishing rod just because I think it could be useful. Let's see what this looks like. Okay, you know, it's just like an overcoat pretty much. But it is armor nonetheless, so I am very happy about getting some of that. Oh no, I'm kind of just exploring the area around Erebor right now. I think that's kind of like the strategy I want to go with, because I don't think there's going to be many structures in or around Erebor, so checking the area of Dale is going to be a lot better for us. Now, I could be wrong. There could be like some underground structures potentially, but I also just don't know if that's going to be the case or not. What would be really nice though is if we managed to find a saddle. That way we can either tame a horse or, you know, a mount in general. I would really like to see if we could tame one of those goats that we saw around Erebor, because riding one of those would be absolutely amazing. There looks to be a different structure right here though, so that's a good sign. At least I'm hoping that we can get some better stuff from here. Okay, so some more food. What's back behind door number 2? What? Are you a swan? That is 100% a swan. That is so freaking cool. Also, we've got like all different kinds of types of basic armor and stuff. I'm going to take these copper coins too, because I'm hoping in the future that they'll add in some sort of trading feature. That would be really cool. So having those will be probably important. Bronze spear, that's pretty good, I would say. It's pretty much got, the sword is actually a 0.1 attack speed faster, but I'm definitely going to take this and see what we can do with it. So one of the things that I'm kind of like really hoping for when it comes to this mod in the future is that instead of having these smaller structures that kind of just are sprinkled across the map, if they were to throw in some actual towns and settlements, even if they aren't able to like use actual like Dale or Minas Tirith or anything like that, just having other towns spread throughout the world to where we are able to like do some trading or whatever we need to do. Interaction with the NPCs would be really fun. Maybe even include like quests like, oh, there's a goblin outpost somewhere, go take it out, or if there's, I need these materials, go get these materials for me, kind of thing. I feel like that would be really cool for them to include in future updates for this mod. But as I said, I really honestly can't complain because we haven't had a proper Lord of the Rings mod in so freaking long. So having something like this is refreshing enough as is. So I honestly really cannot complain. As a builder myself, I am just so excited to see what the capabilities are going to be as we progress through this. So what I'm actually doing now is I'm climbing this mountain just to see if there's potential for finding any surface iron or anything like that. Just anything that could help me get moving along a little bit with the progression of tools, armor, and weapons. So far, we've only come across coal though, so I'm not going to get my hopes up too much here. Hey guys, you want to give me any of your weapons or armor? I'd really appreciate it. Since, you know, you're just up here keeping watch. I'm actually going down in the caves and doing things. I could really use some weapons. No? Well, alright then. Oh, this is a really cool looking goat here. What's up, dude? You just chilling up here all by yourself? Holy crap. I'm going to turn up my render distance. Hold on a second. Holy crap. We are going to experience some frame rate drops here, but I just wanted to see what it looked like from the very top of the mountain and just look out on the surrounding areas. This is really cool. And before my computer screams at me, we're going to turn it back down. Maybe we should try to make our way over to the Iron Hills. Yeah, actually, that for whatever reason, that makes sense in my head. So let's take a look at, oh crap, we're gonna have to head home first. I mean, it's not super far from here. So I'm not gonna lie, even with having the mini map and the world map on my to help me out with navigating, I think I'm still getting lost. I honest to God have no idea where my base is. I know I'm trying to look for an open-ish area. I think it's right down over here. I think, but I might need to use some waypoints to kind of navigate. Yes, it is. Okay, perfect. So we can go ahead, go to sleep, and in the morning, we'll take a look at the map and see what our course of action is going to be. Okay, while our food is cooking up here, let's go ahead and take a look at the map. So the Iron Hills are right over here, and we're about here. So if we take a look at how far, oh my goodness, 64,000 all the way to the even closest part is 70,000. That's 6,000 blocks that we're going to need to travel. We have a long ways to go. So I will see you guys when we get to the Iron Mountains. Hey, do you want to let me borrow one of your goats so that I can go to the Iron Mountains to visit Dane? I'd very much like to get there quicker than walking. No? No? Okay, well, you're super helpful. Thanks. Ooh, wait a second. That's a new structure. Let's see what that's all about. This doesn't look like no Men of Dale type structure. Is this dwarven? This looks like a dwarven structure. What are we gonna find? Some food. We'll take it. What about, oh wait, bronze nuggets. Oh, that's actually massive for us. Dwarven boots, medium armor. Okay, yes, I will certainly take that. This is really cool. Okay, so at least we know now that we are in fact able to find dwarven structures like this along the way. Along the way, I don't know if we will find a whole lot of them, but at least we know it's possible. So if we take a look at our mini map, we'll have to kind of keep it, or if we, not our mini map, our world map. If we take a look at our world map, we can kind of maybe find some, but we still have a long ways to go. So this is where we are. We basically have to go all the way out this way yet. So this is not going to be an easy travel by any means. Oh, that looks like a really cool and really important thing to check out. That might actually have some really nice things for us. Hopefully. Let's see what's inside. I'm sorry. Are those dwarven statues? Oh my god, that is so freaking cool. If we can make our own. I need tough statues. Oh yeah, there's also vertical slab. There's vertical slabs. Oh my god. That is so freaking cool. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is like a barracks almost. Oh wait, didn't mean to do that. Yeah, this is a prison cell. That's really cool. What's up here? All right, more food. I mean, I won't complain about that. Crystal lamp. Light. Oh wait, we got an achievement for that. Light of Khazad-dûm. Craft. Well, we didn't craft it. Oh, I need to know how to make one of these now. This is, nonetheless, these structures are really freaking cool. Really interesting to see what we can actually get out of these things. No way, a banner pattern? Oh, I need to make myself a banner now. Are you kidding me? Just now noticed too that we do have enough bronze nuggets to make an ingot, and using that we can make ourselves some bronze tools. So I'm thinking we might need to get a few more things here, like find a few more structures. Maybe, just maybe we can make some of these tools. Maybe, I don't know. I want to see what it takes to make. Okay, so a bronze pickaxe requires 3 bronze ingots. Okay, that's not too bad. Bronze axe. I just don't know how we can get more bronze is the thing, because I don't know if it generates naturally or not. We haven't really found any bronze ores. We found tin. That's like the only one that we have found so far. So I'm hoping that we can find some bronze somewhere else, find it a little more efficiently or whatever. Dwarven gambeson. Light armor, but it's armor nonetheless. Oh yeah, now I'm starting to really look like a dwarf, guys. Another crystal lamp, a few more bronze nuggets. We are doing really well, I think, when it comes to... Hopefully we will get enough bronze nuggets by the time we get to the Iron Hills. Hopefully. Okay. Looks like there's some new rocks types right here. I feel like we've got to be getting close to the Iron Hills at this point, right? If we're getting different rock types now. What is this? Cobbled hematite. I know hematites. I only know that it's a type of iron from playing Vintage Story, but what is this? Cobbled ironstone. Okay. I kind of want to dig around in one of these and see if maybe, just maybe, there's like some sort of iron ore hidden in here. I don't know. All right, I've reached the bottom of here. It unfortunately doesn't look like there is any iron. This ironstone is a really interesting texture though. I might take some of this back to build with, but we still have a couple structures we need to check out. One thing that actually just popped into my head now that we're kind of like off in this direction, you know, traveling, is if there's still a nether, because technically the Middle Earth that we're currently in is considered a dimension. So I wonder if there's the possibility of quote unquote fast traveling through the nether. I don't know if there's still obsidian or not though, is the thing. Man, there's so many questions that will be answered throughout the videos that we do on this. Oh Jesus, hi. Holy crap, you scared the crap. Oh my gosh, you do so much damage. It is such a good thing that I slept here actually. Oh, the dwarves are helping. Thank you guys. I really appreciate that. Yeah, so even with all that armor that I had, I have no idea if that was like a higher, because there are tiers to the mobs that you're able to fight. So like the goblins, orcs, and all that kind of stuff, there's tiers to them. I don't know if that was a higher tiered mob that it just kind of wrecked me, or if it was, you know, I wasn't paying close enough attention and it just got me. I don't know. Anvil. Okay, another banner pattern. We'll take that, sure. Second ingot being made for bronze. We just need 6 more ingots and then we'll be able to make ourselves a bronze pickaxe. And I'm hoping that will allow us to mine up some of the things that we weren't able to mine up before. So let's make our final bronze ingot, make some sticks, and we have ourselves a proper pickaxe. Now once we get to the Iron Hills, I'm still curious to see if we're going to need the bronze pickaxe or if I just kind of jumped the gun on this, if I'm going to need it or not. But really, there's only going to be one way that we are going to find out. Yeah, we're definitely here now. Okay, so once we actually get to the mountain here, I'm gonna double check to make sure if there's anything else that I can snag up real quick. I'm so glad that we're finally here. That was such a long journey. I really am hoping that it's not going to be all for naught either. I'm hearing some crawling around. Maybe there's a cavern in here with some iron. Alright, you know what? I think I'm going to kind of set up a base of operations here. Good thing we brought all this wood with me, because I definitely was going to need some storage. We have a lot of storage here. So we're just going to throw a bunch of this stuff that we don't necessarily want to lose into here. All right, now let's see what we're able to find. All right, so it doesn't look like there's really a good way down to get deeper into the earth here. So we're just going to make our own way down, I think. I think that's going to be the best course of action. Just got to get rid of these friends first. Definitely haven't been down here yet. Definitely looks like it goes down quite a... Oh, wait, what's the... I think this just might be coal. Yep, that's just coal. We need to get a way to get down to Deep Slate. I think Deep Slate is where we're going to find the iron and other things that we're going to need. Okay, I think we're really starting to get down into the depths of the mountain here. Definitely. We're getting into some of the Deep Slate now, which is exactly what I was trying to look for. What am I stumbling across? Yeah, like that looks like iron. Is this iron? Yes, it is. Holy crap. All right, noted. Iron, very deep in the mountains. You have to go very deep. I will have to remember that for future reference. So I'm thinking we're just going to try to snag up as much. That's 10. I want to try to get as much iron as I possibly can without obviously dying, because we are definitely in goblin territory at this point. God! Oh, I'd have to go back down. I have to go back down to get my stuff. Oh, that is so far down, too. I think we're just going to go down, get our stuff, and get out. I think that's going to be the safest bet. And I will place down more torches to make sure that I'm going in the right direction. That's my stuff! Oh, no! I'm gonna sleep. Oh, I feel like I messed up majorly. No. No! Is the torches the only thing I have? All my stuff despawned. That's... Ugh. You have got to be effing kidding me. That's gut-wrenching. Alright, well, I think it's probably in our best interest to just get the heck out of here and go home. Because I'm over this now. I'm genuinely mad that I have lost all my stuff now. It's all despawned. Very sad. Very sad. At least we know how we can get iron now, though, which is good. I was so lucky that the goblins weren't chasing me, and now that they are they not going to get me? I don't think they're going to get me. Yeah, I think we're just going to take our stuff and get out of here. I don't want to risk losing anything else. So, yeah. I'll see you guys when we get back to Erebor. Alrighty then. So, finally just got back home. The sun's just starting to set, and I'm trying to not let it bother me too much that we just lost pretty much all of our good stuff. And at least we still have the banner patterns and everything else, but I think we're just going to focus on making a base now. That's probably going to be the last thing we do for this episode. I'll be completely honest, this house took me way longer to build than I had originally anticipated, but overall, I am okay with it. I'm not super happy about it, but it's a starter house nonetheless for me. I did want to try to go with a dwarven styled house at first, but then I just kind of evolved into this cozy cabin. It's more so what it is at this point. I really do like how it turned out on the interior. Lots of potential for sprucing this place up, adding in lots of decorations and everything like that. And then upstairs, starting the storage. And then the bedroom, didn't need to fill in a couple blocks, don't mind me. I was already spending enough time getting this part done. And one interesting thing about this is actually a ladder, not a fence. So I actually really like how this kind of just hugs the beam right here. And it doesn't really stick out as much as a regular fence does. But yeah, it's a nice little banister piece here. I do like that part. I think some more variety as time goes on will definitely be necessary in the blocks. But like I said, as a starter house, it's not super necessary. And with that being said, guys, I am all out of time for today's video. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like, comment down below your thoughts on this mod. My honest opinion, it's amazing. It truly is amazing, and I can't wait to continue exploring Middle Earth with you guys. So if you want to see more of this, please hit that like button. Check out all the links below for all my social medias. Consider joining my community Discord as well. And if you want to see more Middle Earth content just like this, consider subscribing as well. And I also want to say a huge shout out and thank you to all my channel members as well. You guys are absolutely amazing. And yeah, with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.